This is a total departure from the norm, but I figured, what the hell? If you've seen any of my previous videos or are a loyal subscriber, you know that I don't really review current games or even games that were released in the last 3 or 4 years. Mainly, my game reviews are at least several years old or more, so this is something new to me, and something fun. I decided that I bought the collector's edition on release, I'm going to play through it, I have a new HD capture device, why the hell not? I only have one review left, and the 2016 review season is over. I've finished playing catch-up. So, here we go. I'm going to review Gears of War 4. Keep in mind that, although I'm a fan of the series, I'm not a hardcore fan, so I'll be reviewing this game objectively. Go!
And we're back. Finally,
The game begins with an unknown person watching a press event on TV. It's shown that it's been 25 years since the events of Gears of War 3, and many Gears are being acknowledged for their bravery and sacrifice. Then we see a group of people in a wooded area. These turn out to be the protagonists for the story. JD Phoenix, Marcus Phoenix's son, Kate, and Diaz. Basically this game's version of Dom. People of this time kind of live like farmers, with the remnants of the cog pretty much becoming the sole form of government. JD and friends plan to raid a cog settlement in order to procure a fabricator, since they mostly live in poverty. The settlement is populated mainly by robots called DBs, and these make up the majority of the enemy forces you'll fight through the first half of the game. You get the fabricator, but are confronted by Jin, speaking through a robot. After some comedy, you return to your village, and as night falls, Kate notices strange creatures running around. They come to be called Swarm. The village is attacked and the trio are barricaded inside.
Mom! Hey, listen. You need to hide, and then you need to run.
They emerge only to find everyone in the village has disappeared. JD finds a crystal and they decide to take it to JD's dad, Marcus. You get to Marcus's estate, and it's nice to see Marcus again, even though he's basically an old man. The estate is invaded by more robots and everyone escapes on motorcycles. Marcus says they need to travel to an abandoned osmium mine where the cog had dumped thousands of locust bodies. Turns out all the corpses are covered in the same crystal that JD found in his village, and there's a possible connection to the locust from the creatures that attacked JD's village. While traveling through a nearby town, you stumble upon pods, and after cutting one open, it's discovered a cog soldier inside and that these new creatures are harvesting people. Marcus is kidnapped, and the trio travel down into the planet, where the creatures have created a hive. See where this is headed? They retrieve Marcus, and since he was connected to them while inside the pod, he knows the truth, that the locusts were never truly wiped out, and have begun to build their army again.
I could feel them.
Yeah, that's exciting, I guess. Marcus tells Kate that her mother, Reyna, while previously thought killed in the village attack, is still alive.
Your mother.
What about my mother?
Yeah, she's alive. And she's not being treated like the others. Not potted.
Where is she?
They set off to rescue her. You make your way through a dam, another town, and Marcus suggests they should get backup, which shows up later, and you guessed it as well, it's Coltrane and Baird. More fan service mostly. A huge battle ensues and JD kills the large monster with the rotary blades from a downed helicopter.
Kill it!
Nice! You push into the hive and find Kate's mother. Kate kills her as she's already undergoing assimilation into the new locust. Kate takes her mom's pendant and exits the hive. She says the pendant belonged to her grandmother and she never knew her. It's shown that on the pendant, the sigil of the locust horde. End of story. Yeah, I was just as excited about the storyline as probably many of you watching this was. Which is to say, not very excited. I mean, don't get me wrong, I pre-ordered the game, got the Ultimate Edition and whatnot, but after finishing the campaign, I just felt like that's it. The story really didn't do anything except to set up a new trilogy, a sort of passing the torch, if you will. It's just the same cover and shoot as all previous games. It's all the same guns that do the same things, the same environments, same objectives. It's all the same. Does it look nice? Sure it does. It's the first game in the series to use Unreal Engine 4. But visuals alone can't make a game great. Although the darkened sections with JD's little light bars do look visually impressive. The audio side of things is the normal fare. Same music, same musical cues, same gunshots, explosions, etc. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, aside from a few new guns, most of which perform the same way as the original ones, and I really do like the Enforcer, Gears of War 4 really doesn't bring anything new to the table. The motorcycle stage was fun, yes. Different, yes. But after I finished the game, I felt like this game was pretty much made only to tell players, yes, the Locusts weren't all wiped out, and now there's a newer generation of characters to combat them. There really was no grandiose story build-up as the previous games have. I don't know. This might seem like more of a rant than a review at this point. But again, that's why this review is so short, because there really isn't that much to talk about if you've already played any of the previous Gears games. Basically, if you're a hardcore Gears fan, you'll probably find nothing wrong with the 4th installation. But I tend to disagree. While it was a good game, I felt, it's not a great or awesome game. I just think they really didn't change enough, and catered a little too much to the fans, instead of actually creating something new and refreshing while using the Gears franchise as the backbone. I'm not going to go into the multiplayer aspect, as every game review I've done so far didn't have online capabilities, so I'm not starting now.
We should think about backup.
Overall, Gears of War 4 is a worthwhile addition to the series, and hopefully the Coalition will try a little harder in the next game to truly advance the series, and not be too afraid to change things. If they can do that, I'm on board. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, go check it out.
Not much worse than a puddle of goo.
Additionally, if you're a fan of my videos or are a subscriber, you'll probably notice that this review is very different from my usual style. This is a new style that I'll be adopting next year as a sort of new review style overall. It's a much more streamlined review style, and I'll be looking forward to refining it some more before the 2017 review season starts in January.